Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. Today is day 29 of Hidden Figures. It is Leap Day, and it is our very last Hidden Figure for Black History Month. Thank you so much for everybody that has watched these videos and supported this month. I really appreciate it. Today's Hidden Figure was actually requested by a subscriber, and today's Hidden Figure is Mary Lucille Hamilton, who was a Black American civil rights activist whose case before the U.S. Supreme Court, Hamilton versus Alabama, decided that a Black American woman was entitled to the same courteous forms of address customarily reserved solely to whites in the southern United States, and that calling a Black person by his or her first name in a legal proceeding was a form of racial discrimination. Hamilton was born on October 13, 1935, to Robert Emerson DeCarlo and Elizabeth Winston Hamilton. She grew up primarily in Iowa and Colorado, graduating from East Denver High School in Denver in 1953. She briefly taught parochial school in Los Angeles due to her original goal of becoming a nun, but after she discovered socialism, she became active in the civil rights movement and joined the Congress of Racial Equality, or CORE, becoming a freedom rider. She was arrested in Jackson, Mississippi in 1961 for her participation in the Freedom Rise and her efforts to register Black voters, yet she continued to engage in nonviolent protest. Hamilton rose to the position of field secretary, the only female field secretary at CORE at the time, only the third one in CORE's history, and eventually she became CORE's Southern Regional Director, a rare level of authority for a woman. Known for having a fierce temper, Hamilton's relatives later recalled, after working with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. King called Hamilton red, not for her hair, but for her temper. For a nonviolent movement, she was one to get pissed off. After being arrested in Lebanon, Tennessee, Hamilton informed local officials to address her not as Mary, but as Miss or Mrs., saying, "If you don't know how to speak to a lady, then get out of my cell." In Gadsden, Alabama in 1963, Hamilton was again arrested for picketing and brought before the court for sentencing. When officials refused to call her Miss Hamilton, she refused to answer. Ordered by the judge to answer the prosecutor and apologize, Hamilton refused again, insisting, "My name is Miss Hamilton," and was fined $50 and sentenced to 5 days in jail for contempt of court. Her lawyers appealed the case, saying that the prosecutor and judge had denied Hamilton her constitutional rights by treating her differently from the way they treated white witnesses and refusing to address her with respect as Miss. While her case was initially denied by the Alabama Supreme Court, she appealed, and eventually her case landed before the Supreme Court in Hamilton versus Alabama. In April 1964, Supreme Court justices issued a summary reversal, overruling the Alabama courts and ruling that a court could not address Black witnesses differently than white ones. A desegregation decision, basically, said historian Colin Morris. In that case, that precedent stands and is the law of the land up to the present day. The case made national headlines and landed Hamilton on the cover of Jet magazine, but left her tired and in ill health. She retired from active protest work to become a union organizer and teacher, receiving her BS from Briarcliff College in Briarcliff Manor and her Master of Arts in Teaching in 1971 from Manhattanville College in Purchase, New York. Miss Mary Hamilton died on November 11, 2002, at the age of 67. Of her work fighting against racism, she is recorded as having said, "It's happening. We're finally fighting back. We're going to fight back, and we're not going to take it anymore." Miss Mary Hamilton, Hidden Figure. Thank you guys so much for watching. There will be tons of links and information on her in the description box. Food for thought as always. Hopefully everybody had a great February. See you guys next time. Peace.